Hello, everyone. Today, I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Caught Red-Pawed Quirky's Midnight Snack Mission. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was one of those quiet nights when the whole house seemed to be asleep, including me, or at least I thought so. The clock on my phone glowed 12:47 a.m., and the only sound in the room was the soft hum of the fan. Quirky, my dog, had gone to bed earlier than usual. He curled up in his favorite corner, did 3 neat circles like he always does, sighed dramatically, and fell asleep as if he had worked a double shift. Just when I was drifting back into sleep, I heard it. Crack, rustle, pause. At first, I told myself it was my imagination. Maybe the wind. Maybe the neighbor's cat plotting something suspicious. But then I heard it again. Very clearly this time, a tiny but confident crunch. I slowly sat up and whispered, "Quirky?" No response. That was my first clue. I quietly turned on my phone camera, vlog style, because experience has taught me one thing. If Quirky is silent, something funny is happening. I tiptoed into the living room, holding my breath like I was in a low-budget spy movie, and there he was. Quirky stood near the snack cabinet, half his body hidden behind the door, tail frozen in mid-air. His mouth was full. His cheeks looked suspiciously puffed. When our eyes met, time stopped. He didn't run. He didn't bark. He just slowly blinked at me and kept chewing. This was not Quirky's first crime scene, but it was definitely one of his boldest. The snack cabinet was clearly off limits. He knew it. I knew it. The crumbs on the floor knew it. I quietly whispered to the camera, "Guys, I caught him." Quirky finally seemed to realize he had been discovered. His ears dropped. His tail began a slow, nervous wag, the kind that says, "I know I'm wrong, but please still love me." He attempted a casual exit. Very casual. 1 step back, pause, another step, crunch, oops. A piece of biscuit fell dramatically onto the floor like evidence in a courtroom. Quirky looked down at it, then back at me, then back at the biscuit. His eyes said, 5-second rule? I sighed. Quirky, midnight snacks? He responded by sitting down immediately, still chewing, posture perfect, like a well-trained angel who absolutely did nothing wrong. I couldn't help but laugh. There was something incredibly funny about seeing your dog, at nearly 1 a.m., committing a snack heist with zero shame and terrible stealth skills. He licked his lips, crumbs decorating his mouth like tiny medals of honor. Eventually, I gently took the remaining snacks away. Quirky followed every movement with intense focus, then flopped onto the floor in dramatic defeat. Mission failed, but dignity? Mostly intact. Later that night, after Quirky had returned to his bed and fallen asleep within seconds, I sat there thinking about what had just happened. It was funny, cute, and a little naughty, but also surprisingly relatable. Quirky didn't plan to be bad. He was just hungry, curious, and tempted. Aren't we all sometimes? In real life, we often sneak snacks, too. Not food, but shortcuts, procrastination, excuses, or things we know we probably shouldn't do. Just like Quirky, we tell ourselves, just a little won't hurt. What this moment reminded me is simple but important. First, be kind to yourself when you make small mistakes. Learn, adjust, and do better next time. No need for harsh punishment. Second, create better habits instead of relying on willpower. If the snacks aren't within reach, the temptation is smaller, for dogs and humans alike. And finally, don't forget to laugh. Life doesn't need to be serious all the time. Sometimes a midnight mistake becomes a warm memory. Quirky slept peacefully that night, full and happy, and I did too, grateful for a small, silly moment that reminded me to live gently, honestly, and with a sense of humor.